Hi everyone, today I am going to talk about umbilical cord structure and functions and medical significance. Previous class we have discussed about placenta. So let us understand about umbilical cord. Umbilical cord, also called as finis, it is extending from the fetus to the placenta. Umbilical cord also act as a lifeline between the placenta and fetus by providing nutrients, oxygen to the fetus, and also it is disposing or excreting the waste from the fetus to the placenta. We are going to discuss about anatomy and structure of the umbilical cord, functions and importance during the pregnancy, and also medical aspects, conditions related to the umbilical cord, and also umbilical cord after the birth. Let's discuss about anatomy and structure of the umbilical cord. When we see the physical appearance and composition, umbilical cord size measure about 50 to 60 centimeter in the length, and during the pregnancy at the birth 1 to 2 centimeter in diameter. 50 to 60 centimeter length and 1 to 2 centimeter in diameter at birth. Essentially for the fetal development, it should be approximately 50 to 60 centimeter. It's a normal length. If it is short or long, it is going to cause, again there are significances later we will discuss. Wharton jelly. So umbilical cord is protected by a gelatinous substance called Wharton jelly, which is formed from the mesoderm. So this is a shiny gelatinous substance that protects the umbilical blood vessels from the compression and injury. Blood vessel structure. The cord contains two arteries and one vein. So here in the next picture I will show you two arteries and one vein. So surrounded by the connective tissue appearing smooth and pale bluish white. So there are clinical significances. As I said, variations in umbilical cord size and length may cause fetal health issues or delivery risk to monitor. So this is the picture where I said that there are two umbilical artery and one vein. So let us understand what are all the functions of vein and what are all the functions of arteries. Umbilical arteries are carrying the deoxygenated blood from the fetus to the placenta and essential for the fetal waste removal. Whatever waste excreted by the fetus, it is carried out through two umbilical arteries. And there is one umbilical vein which carries oxygenated blood and nutrient from the placenta to the fetus. It is vital for the fetal development. As I said, there is a Wharton jelly. It is a connective tissue cushioning vessel which will prevent the kinks and compression in the umbilical cord. And fetal maternal circulation. Structural integrity of vessels ensure effective circulation between the fetus and mother thoroughly throughout the pregnancy. Next, let us understand the development of umbilical cord during the pregnancy. So, formation start at the 5th week from the connective stalk and allantoes, growing rapidly during the pregnancy. So, allantoes is a small sausage shaped outpouching that develop from the hindgut of the embryo. So, around the 3rd week of gestation. So, this growth and maturity, the cord reaches full maturity by the end of the 2nd trimester, lengthening as the fetus grows. Let's see the functions of this umbilical cord during the pregnancy. Adequate length facilitate fetal movement and it is efficient nutrient and waste exchange throughout the pregnancy. And also umbilical cord has developmental abnormality which may cause complications during the pregnancy and also after the birth. Short or excessively long cord may cause complication like reduced movement or entanglement risk. If it is a short, there is a fetal reduced movement, the fetus cannot move properly due to the short cord. If it is a long cord, there might be a chance of entanglement or cord around the neck. Next, let us understand functions and importance during pregnancy. Let's see the functions of umbilical cord. Main function is transportation of nutrient and oxygens. The umbilical vein function is to carry oxygen-rich blood and essential nutrient from the placenta to the fetus, sustaining fetal growth. It also supports for the fetal development. Transport nutrients support fetal metabolism and organ development for the critical healthy growth of the fetus. Think of the umbilical cord as a high-speed delivery service. So it carries all the building blocks like vitamins, minerals, and energy that the baby needs to build its heart, brain, and other organs. Without these deliveries, the baby wouldn't have the material it needs to grow. Transport volume and importance. Approximately 150 to 250 ml of blood flows through the umbilical cord per minute near the tongue, highlighting its vital role. Uh, Imagine a small juice box or a cup of a coffee. That entire amount of blood is pumped through the cord every single minute by the time the baby is almost ready to be born. It's a massive amount of activity for such a small space, showing just how hard the body is working to keep the baby nourished. There are also a risk related to the umbilical cord. Risk of impaired transport, impaired nutrient and oxygen transport can cause intrauterine growth restriction or even intrauterine death also or hypoxia, which will affect the fetal health. If the flow through the cord is slowed down or blocked, what happens if there is a traffic jam? Like when a blood is transporting from the placenta to the fetus. So if the flow through the cord is slowed down or blocked, two main things can happen. First is intrauterine growth restriction, retardation. The baby does not get enough food, so it stops growing as fast as it is. Next, I said hypoxia. So the baby does not get enough oxygen. This is dangerous because oxygen is what keeps the brain and heart functioning properly. So umbilical cord is not just a string, it is a busy highway. If it is stays clear, whatever nutrients, vitamins, whatever oxygen, it has to reach to the fetus for the development so that it plays a vital role. And it also remove the fetal waste product. Two umbilical arteries carry deoxygenated blood with carbon dioxide and metabolic waste from the fetus to the placenta. Just like humans breathe out carbon dioxide and create waste after eating, a baby also does too. Two umbilical arteries act like outbound lanes on a highway. They carry used blood which contain carbon dioxide and other waste products. So away from the baby and back to the placenta. And placental waste elimination. Placenta eliminates fetal waste product by uh, fetal waste products by efficiently to maintain fetal homeostasis and prevent toxicity. So, it's a recycling center. Like once the waste reaches the placenta, it needs to be processed so it does not build up and become toxic. The placenta itself has to recycle. The placenta acts as a filter. It efficiently removes these waste products to keep the baby's internal environment balanced and clean. So this is called the homeostasis. Next, fetal health protection. Continuous circulation via umbilical cord protect fetal health and support organ maturation before the birth. So keeping the blood moving is the best way to keep the baby safe. This continuous non-stop circulation through the umbilical cord is what allows the baby's organ to mature and properly stay healthy until the day the baby is born. So protection and support for the fetal development. Wharton's jelly cushioning. Wharton's jelly cushions blood vessels to prevent compression from fetal movements and uterine contractions. So inside the umbilical cord there is a special substance called Watson jelly, as I have said already. It acts like bubble wrap or a soft cushion around the blood vessel. This prevents the vessel from getting squished when the baby moves or when the mother has contractions. And preservation of blood flow. It protects blood vessels, maintain continuous oxygen and nutrient supply vital for the fetal growth. So because the blood vessels are protected by the jelly, the supply of oxygen and food never stops. It ensures the baby always has what it needs to grow. Next is the cord flexibility and length. The umbilical cord's flexibility and length allows mobility without compromising vascular uh, compromise or reducing the risk of vascular compromise, supporting the normal fetal development, as you can say. The card is a stretchy and long like a bungee card. This allows the baby to tumble, turn and move around its womb without cutting off its own blood supply. Let us understand the medical aspects and conditions related to the umbilical cord. So common complications are knots, prolapse, and certain abnormality. Umbilical cord affect 1 to 2% of pregnancies and can lead to a fetus distress or mortalities. In that true knot risk, true knots are rare but can tighten during the labor, decreasing fetal oxygen supply significantly. So true knots are caused by small fetus and also long cord and large amount of amniotic fluid. True knots mostly occur at the time of the early pregnancy. When the ratio of amniotic fluid is very high, true knots can cause blockage of blood vessels during the labor. And also, while rare, if the knot gets pulled tight during the labor, it can block the baby's oxygen. Next, nuptial cords and prolapse. So, nuptial cords wrap around the fetal neck and prolapse involve cord descent, both risking the blood flow interruptions. So, this wraps around the baby's neck. A prolapse is when cords fall down ahead of the baby. Both can accidentally squeeze the cord and stop the blood flow. And next is the detection and monitoring. So, by doing early ultrasound detection and careful monitoring and observing, we can improve the outcomes of pregnancy with the cord complication. So before itself we need to identify the what are the risk related to the umbilical cord, and we can prevent so many complications. Yeah, let us understand what are all the uses of umbilical blood cells. So this umbilical cord blood is a rich source of stem cells. Umbilical cord blood contains hematopoietic stem cells essential for the treating various blood disorder. You can call it as magic cells. So think of a stem cells as a blank cells that can turn into many different types of blood cells. So these specific cells, hematopoietic stem cells, are like repair kit. They are essential for treating serious blood diseases and also helping people to get healthy again. Next is the global cord blood banking. Over a million cord blood units are stored worldwide for both autologous and allogenic transplantations. So, just like a regular bank saves the money for the future, a cord blood bank saves these cells. The scope of this is there are over a million units of this blood stored all over the world. So who can be using this? Who uses it? It can be used for the person who donated it, autologous, or for someone else who is a match, allogenic. Next, non-invasive collection. The cord blood is collected non-invasively after the delivery, making it a safe and valuable resource for the medicines. So, easy and safe to get. It does not hurt the mom or the baby at all while collecting the blood. After the baby is born and the cord is cut, the blood left inside the collected. It is a safe, simple way to get a very valuable medical resource without even a surgery. And regenerative medicine potential. Cord blood stem cells hold promise for advancing regeneration medicine and medical research. So it is a tool for the future healing. This is the future of medicine. Scientists are researching how these cells can help to grow new tissues or treat even more diseases in the future. It's a huge area of medical research that gives a lot of hope for the new courses. Yes. Management during the delivery, monitoring the umbilical cord, ultrasound and fetal heart rate tracing to detect the umbilical cord distress during the delivery for timely interventions like watching closely. Doctors uses ultrasonography and heart monitors to listen to the cord. If the baby's heart rate shows the cord is being squeezed, they can act quickly to help. So there should be a gentling, gentle handling technique. By using careful techniques, doctors make sure the cord does not get squashed or fall out too early, like prolapse during the birth process. Instead of cutting the cord immediately, the 3-minute rule. I can say that there is a 3-minute rule. Doctors often wait 1 to 3 minutes. This lets extra blood flow from the cord into the baby, which gives them a healthy boost of iron and also help their heart and lungs adjust better to the outside world. So proper handling technique, safe delivery techniques, proper handling and delayed cord clamping can help the fetus to come out healthy. Sometimes the cord gets into tricky situations like 1 to 2% of pregnancy. I just said that there are true knots, so we should be careful while handling say for the safe delivery, and remember to wait 1 to 3 minutes post delivery for the cord clamping. So this can improve the neonatal iron levels and circulatory transitions. Let's see the umbilical cord after the birth. Let's see the clamping and cutting procedure. Timing of clamping. Umbilical cord clamping is usually done 30 to 60 seconds after the birth to enhance the infant blood volume and iron levels. As I said that delayed clamping, instead of cutting the cord immediately, I said that 1 to 3 minutes we need to have extra time. Let the final boost of blood and iron flows into the baby, which is a great for their heart and lungs. Clamping technique. The clamp is placed 2 to 3 centimeter from the umbilicus before cutting and ensuring proper placement for the safety. Safety comes first. Doctors use a sterile, perfectly clean technique to place a clamp about 2 to 3 centimeter from the baby's belly before cutting to prevent any infections. And these sterile techniques are critical during the clamping to prevent infections of the newborn and also to the mother. Customized timing. Clamping timing is tailored based on the neonatal and maternal health conditions for the optical optimal outcomes. So, the blood left in the card is a full of magic stem cells. This can be saved in the banks finally after collecting. This can prevent serious blood disorders later in the life. So here I am going to ask you uh, 4 questions. If you know the answer, you can comment down below. What do the two umbilical arteries do? The first question. And what is this Wharton's jelly? And also third question is, why do doctors sometimes wait 1 to 3 minutes before clamping the card? And also fourth question is, what are all the magic cells found in the card blood cells? If you know the answers, please comment down below. Let's see the conclusion. The umbilical cord is a vital plays a vital roles in the life and also in the medicine field. We have seen anatomy and functions of umbilical cord, also have seen medical significances, and we have seen the postnatal care, proper management of the umbilical cord after the birth. Uh, it is essential for the mother and newborn well-being. Hope you all have understood. If you have understood, kindly answer my questions, comment down. If you have any doubts, you also can comment. Thank you.